Psalms chapter 23, verse 2, which states, "He leads me beside the still waters." Jesus is my source of refreshment because he refreshes me when I'm overworked and cranky. This affected my life because once I was tired, and so Jesus gave me rest, and when I woke up, I was refreshed. After Jesus refreshed me, I felt like a new and calm person. So I know that Jesus is there for me no matter what situation I'm in. So if Jesus knows I need to be refreshed, he is there for me. I am happy that the Lord gives me this because if he did not refresh me, I would be walking around being mad and doing wrong things. I can depend on Jesus to refresh me when I am angry because I'm not perfect. So I know
Amen.
I rely on Jesus to refresh me because if he didn't, I would be constantly disobeying Jesus and my parents. So I know that I can go to Jesus to refresh me.
Amen.
The Lord is my source of guidance. Psalm chapter 23, verse 3 states, "He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness." I can relate to this because the Lord guides me every single day. He leads me to do the right things. Whenever and whatever I do, I know that he is there with me. So if I am ever scared or in trouble, I know I am safe because he is guiding me. He is always guiding me because he has always loved me. If he guides me on doing things that I might not feel safe or capable of doing. For example, at school, he guides me to talk to new people, make new friends, and step outside of my comfort zone. And I love that he does this for me. At dance or gymnastics practice, if I'm ever scared to try something new, I know that I am safe because he's guiding me.
Amen.
Jesus is my source of protection. Psalms chapter 23, verse 4 states, "I will fear no evil." Protection means to me that I can always go to God and to Jesus in my time of need. Jesus being my protector is awesome because I know it is a permanent promise since I have accepted him into my life. I pray for protection every day before school. I pray that I won't get hurt physically and emotionally. I pray that I won't get in trouble, and Jesus answers my protection prayers. Jesus also protects me from when someone is being mean to me, and he helps me.
Amen.
I have learned to ignore all the bad stuff people say about me because that is not what Jesus thinks of me. Jesus loves me so much. Jesus is my protector forever.
All right.
Jesus is the source of my faithfulness. Psalms 23, verse 4 states, "For thou art with me." Faithfulness is when you put your trust in someone to do something. Jesus is always going to be with me wherever I go. Whenever I put my trust in Jesus, I feel like I don't have to worry about what's going to happen today or tomorrow. Because Jesus should be trusted. To me, when I know that the Lord is with me, I feel good not having to worry. When I accepted the Lord in my heart, I suddenly felt joy that the Lord was with me and that I can trust him. I can put my trust in him. If the Lord doesn't answer my prayer yet, that is probably because he has planned something greater for me.
Amen.
For example, in 2018, my family started praying for a house. And I prayed for that too. However, a year had passed and my family still hadn't found a home. Our home. I was so sure we would get the house. A week into 2019, my parents found our home. Because no one else in more rooms than we that moment, I learned to always put my faith in God, even no matter how long it takes. No matter how long it takes, never give up hope. And so now my family will be moving to our new forever home.
The Lord is my source of hope. Psalm 23, verse 5. Thy preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. To me, hope means I can go to God and ask for something good or better. For example, I was at school and it was almost time for a spelling quiz. I was very nervous about it because I never had a great pass at spelling, even though I always studied and tried hard. But the person that kept me going was Jesus. I always prayed and asked for help. Here's how it works. I do my half. The half that I do is the work that is required on the test. And Jesus does the other half. The half that Jesus does is he restores my confidence and gives me hope. He always finds a way to make something good or better for me. What Jesus provides is hope, and his goodness is hope.
Jesus is my source of blessing. Psalms 23, verse 6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me in all the days of my life. What Jesus means to me is how he helps me through tough times and how he will always be there for me. Jesus has been a blessing in my life. For example, at school, I introduced myself and invited a new student to come eat lunch with me and my friends. What motivated me was how lonely I was when it was my first day and how I needed a friend. Later on a day when I didn't have a lunch, my teacher told my friend and I to come get pizza with her for being a kind and welcoming student. She said that I was a blessing for being just like Jesus. I knew that receiving this award was just saying, good job and keep on doing it. I will always be blessed for doing good, and Jesus will also be happy with me. Being blessed is knowing that Jesus still has my back, and he will always be happy with me. This helps me to keep praying, keep being kind, and to keep being just like him.
Amen.